From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is indeed another First Alert Weather Day, this time exclusively for the fire start potential that we could see in lower elevations. It's going to be windy, and also the vegetation is going to be critically dry. Now, thankfully, not as hot as yesterday, but still a few degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. So 80s and 90s for the valleys, basin and foothills, 50s and 60s in the Cascades, and 70s in the Blues. Now let's go back to the fire setup for today. It is going to be critically dry in the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin, for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, and the Blue Foothills. Then you factor in the wind gusts, which are going to be persistent throughout the day, but especially picking up after 8 a.m. Could see peak gusts around 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, around 45 miles per hour in the Morrow County foothills, and peak gusts between 30 to 40 miles per hour for points in between. So in these conditions, fires could start or spread quickly. Now, thankfully, we're going to get some relief for tomorrow. Vegetation not going to be as dry because with those winds, on the backside of the winds, the relative humidity is going to go up, the moisture is going to go up, so the vegetation not as stressed. Still an elevated level of dryness for much of our region, but not as critically dry as today. Also, the wind gusts, they're still going to be out and about for tomorrow, but they're also not going to be as strong as they will be for today. So that is definitely an encouraging sign. Let's show you some of those rain chances for today up in the Cascades. This is Futurecast radar. We put this into motion, and you see right around lunchtime, a little bit after that, a few very light showers in the Cascades, and that's about all she wrote. The rest of us should stay dry. And we're going to continue to keep the forecast very dry over the next 7 days, so vegetation dryness will go back up. That's not good. And high temperatures, see, they'll kind of teeter-totter around average over the next few days, but then back up to around triple digits in the Tri-Cities for Saturday through Tuesday. Early indications are that Sunday is probably going to be the hottest day, so we're thinking around 100 for the lower Columbia Basin. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We could be, like I just mentioned, back around 100 as soon as this weekend. Then in Yakima, dipping down into the upper 80s for tomorrow, but then a stretch of 90s from Friday through Tuesday. In Ellensburg, very strong wind gusts for today. Still going to be windy for tomorrow, but not as windy. And then another run of some big-time wind gusts from Saturday through Monday. In Hermiston, mid-90s for today, but windy. We do have that fire start potential. Going to be a little bit cooler for Thursday, but back up around triple digits for this weekend. And then for Walla Walla, low 90s to mid 80s over the next few days, but back into the mid 90s pretty consistently from Saturday through Tuesday.